Some garbage.
Atari's new PC/console hybrid. What?
Like, bro, just fucking buy a Raspberry
is this
Pi.
no, is this literally a new Atari console? What the fuck is this? Wait. What am I looking at?
Send us a link, please.
Okay. Have a look at the Atari modern controller. It's disgusting.
Icon.
So yeah, this is...
What the fuck? It looks like a router.
Oh, yeah, it's literally running Linux on it.
Modern control. Ooh.
Atari PC mode. It's install any OS. This is a fucking computer. That's all it is. It's just a computer.
Who actually, like... I understand the nostalgia of it, but who the actual fuck wants to play these god-awful games?
Some of the games it's $400.
That's probably US, though.
Yeah, it's $400 US for a Raspberry Pi with a fancy controller that has too many buttons for... Okay, have a look at this modern controller. It has an X, Y, A, and B button. Do you know how many buttons are on an Atari controller? Not that many buttons.
That numpad, what the fuck? That
D-pad?
That D-pad looks disgusting.
Why has it got a thumbstick on it? What am I looking at? Oh, I guess the thumb... Okay, no, thumbstick's there to emulate the joystick, but why is there two of them?
I don't know.
Is this supposed to come apart like the Switch controller? What am I looking at? Okay, listen. Anyone who's thinking of buying this,
don't.
There is a thing out there. It is called RetroArch. And there's another thing called a Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi is a very cheap computer. It will play anything up to GameCube games. RetroArch is free. It'll take you like a couple of minutes to set up. Finding the ROMs will always take you a bit of time, but you'll get the exact same experience that you get from this, and it's not $400.
I like how...
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Actually, does it show... Oh, technical specs. Here we go.
Yeah, actually, what is it running?
GPU Ryzen. That's all it says.
Why? It's an Atari console. You don't need that. Wait, do you know where the specs are?
Look at it's where the price is. It's under there, and it has like a little technical specifications.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, AMD Ryzen processor with a Radeon graphics tech. You're playing Atari games. You can play it with a fucking Pentium from 2002.
Play it with a fucking pen.
I wish I get this mic close. I need a longer arm because then I can. Yeah, this is not actually attached. It's just held in by nothing. There we go. Yeah, here we go. I'll just hold it like this from. I'll just hold it like this from now on. Okay, so here's the thing about the Atari console. It was released in the 80s. You can emulate NES games with the Raspberry Pi, and you get the exact same experience as this. Stop. Hey, better yet, right? I will set up the Atari VCS for you on a Raspberry Pi. I'll buy everything for you, okay? I'll charge you $300, okay? Does that sound like a deal? Because I think it sounds like a good deal for you. It's a good deal for me as well. Do you know why? Because the Raspberry Pi is $100. I have $200 profit.
You know why? It's because, 32 gigabytes of storage. Look out. Or a cloud subscription. 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM that's upgradable.
It's a
Are you
Raspberry
fucking insane?
Pi.
I'm gonna chuck Steam OS on this garbage.
This is an Atari. You don't need 8 gigs of RAM.
You see, I think that's where you're wrong, though.
Actually, for reference, how much RAM did the original Atari have?
Probably like 2 bytes.
I'm gonna put it at 512 kilobytes.
Oh, dude, it's got 4K video support.
What's your guess at?
For my actual guess of RAM,
Yeah.
probably like 100 megs.
No. This is
It's probably less than
it's
that.
the 80s. It was
Like
128
8
bytes.
meg. Okay, so my first guess was closer.
Yeah. we're thinking in too many thousands here. No, the 4K output's fine because you can do the same thing with RetroArch. You can just if you upscale the output and then do MSAA or something like that. You do some sort of what the fuck's the word I'm thinking of?
I've discovered something else. There's 2 versions of this. There's Atari VCS 800 system and Atari VCS 400 system.
Uh-huh.
I can't find any difference though in the specs.
Uh-huh. 400.
What? Like go on the technical specifications thing again, and if you just scroll down, there's 2 different versions, but like
Oh yeah, I see it.
they're like got the same shit.
Oh, I'm not showing it on the screen right now.
Oh, okay. No, this one only does 1080 streaming video.
Oh wow. How much are they charging for the 400? Atari's new PC/console hybrid. No, it's literally just a PC running an Atari emulator.
Top trigger button, yes. Side trigger button, yes. Home/menu buttons, yes. LED ring, yes.
You can't just list
jack,
up.
no.
You can't just list up features and say yes. What? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Oh my lord. The Atari VCS 800 models feature native 4K. Okay, 4K is fine. We can already upscale video just fine. That's nothing new. HDR video. Nothing on the Atari was made with HDR support. I guarantee it.
Dude, the 4K is gonna make the pixels look so much more crisp, bro.
No, you actually kind of need it on modern TVs just because of how big the pixels are.
I mean, yeah, true, but like also just
it kind of just makes the lines look sharper. Anyway. Like I don't have a problem with the 4K. It just makes the lines look sharper. It's probably anti-aliased as well. That's fine, but there's nothing on the Atari that has HDR support. Also, hey, you can watch your favorite web-based streaming videos. It's a PC.
Sorry.
Fucking it's a PC running Linux.
This is just gonna make Atari go bankrupt again.
No, I hope. Okay, I am saying how fucking dumb this is, but I do like Atari. They are a cool company. They haven't done much in the past 40 years. It's an Indiegogo project. That explains everything.
There you go. This just looks like Atari's version of Ouya.
I forgot about the Ouya. Oh my god, I forgot about the Ouya.
I'm sorry for any hardcore Atari fans in here. I'm just talking so much shit about it.
What platform was it? Was the Ouya an Indiegogo project?
I think it might have been a Kickstarter.
Yes, it was. Oh, I forgot about the Ouya. Oh lord, okay. The Ouya was the dumbest idea for a console ever made. So, if I remember correctly, wasn't the Ouya like an Android Yeah, it's an Android home console.
Yeah, it's literally just an Android box.
But this was way before we had things like Stadia or Nvidia, whatever the game streaming service is called, any of the game streaming services. This was going to be you play Temple Run basically on your TV.
Pretty
I
much.
wonder why it didn't do that well.
Well, something else as well is like it had this whole business model of everything being free before you play it. But like the problem with that is like it's a mobile game. there's not a whole lot that you can like really do with that.
This was 2012 as well, so it's not like we have all of the really awesome mobile games we have now. This was back when like the coolest stuff you had on mobile was Temple Run.
Yeah, and like in addition to that, like a lot of the best games on the App Store and stuff were stuff that you actually needed to swipe your phone with. Like, good luck playing Fruit Ninja on a fucking Ouya. That's going to be miserable. Like, there was a touchpad on the controller, but oh my god, like that controller was not quality in the slightest.
No, it wasn't a good idea for a console. Maybe now it would. Well, now it does already make sense because Nvidia's got their what's their handheld called?
Oh, I remember hearing about that, but I don't remember
Shield.
what it's called.
The Nvidia Shield. I don't know if there's new versions of it coming out, but it did well when it came out. Because of how much has moved online now, I can definitely see it making sense, but it didn't make sense 8 years ago.
I mean, but like another thing as well is like I think just as a concept itself, it doesn't really make sense because mobile games are meant to be mobile. They're meant to be things that you play for like 5 minutes and then you're like, oh, I've had enough of this. And like the stuff that does get ported to mobile that are like actual full indie games, you're better off playing those on the computer anyway.
I can make an exception. Well, you probably should, but if you're going to be playing like emulated NES games, at the time, it was like Raspberry Pis weren't anywhere near as powerful. So sure, I can make an exception in that case, but when it comes to just Android games, it didn't make any sense. So I went and looked at the FAQ for the Atari VCS. So, what operating system is the Atari VCS running? It's running an optimized Debian version of Linux. Not even RetroArch. So they're not even using something that's known for emulation. They're just using some like random version of Debian for some reason.
This one's good.
Wait.
Yeah, my mate told me about this one. It's a really good one.
The Atari VCS is highly customizable, especially in PC mode. You'll be able to upgrade the hardware.
I'm pretty sure the only thing that said was upgradable was the RAM.
Yeah, not even the hard drive, just the RAM.
The hard drive has unlimited external USB capabilities. So it's already like less customizable than a PS4.
PC mode opens up the full PC architecture of the Atari VCS so users can install a second OS like Windows, Ubuntu, or Chrome.
But
you mean
why?
Chrome OS? Chrome is not a operating system, and use apps like Steam to play AAA games. This is where it gets funny.
AAA games on this dog shit piece of fucking wood.
Or retro emulators.
Oh my god!
You
what
mean the
is
thing
this
that
thing?
You mean the thing that they bought already?
This is actually just mind blowing.
The mind blowing part is that people are going to buy it. That's the mind blowing part. It's just a little computer running a custom version of Debian.
Literally go buy yourself a fucking computer and just hook it up to your TV.
Just buy a Raspberry
You
Pi.
get more use out of it.
Buy a Raspberry Pi. You can get a little box for them like this big.
Yeah, but can a Raspberry Pi play AAA games like this Atari can?
That's a fair point. I don't think you can. By AAA games, what they mean is you can play Fortnite.
I mean, pretty much. You're not going to be playing anything actual value on this thing.
You can play League, you can play Fortnite, you can play... Valorant, maybe? On, like, lower settings. Are people still playing Overwatch? I don't know.
Well, okay, this is another weird thing. The people that are going to be buying this obviously don't know about a Raspberry Pi or about traditional PC gaming. So, does it...
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It's going to be parents who buy it, because they're like, back when I was a kid, I played Tetris. So, like, does it come pre-installed with the software? Yeah, it's coming pre-installed with a custom version of Debian, by the sounds of it.
Okay, so, it comes pre-installed with a Linux software, which, it's not, like, the worst thing to learn, but, like, I think most people that are going to be buying this would be used to, like, Windows.
I think it's supposed to be, like, SteamOS style Linux, so very locked down, sort of like you're on a game console, so that's what it's supposed to be like. Now, I don't know... I haven't seen how you actually get the games on this. Okay, so it comes with 100 games by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
So, is there a way I can load other ROMs on it? That's what I want to know.
Well, I think that's like what the PC mode there is for, but like that goes back to what I was saying before. The kind of people that are going to be buying this that don't know about Raspberry Pis or traditional PC stuff are going to be like, how do I install Windows 10 onto this thing?